Breaking on 4 News now at 6, a local teenager killed during yesterday's storm. How he died and what the school district is doing to help his family.
I'm tracking calmer fall weather on the way. I'll show you if it will last through the weekend in your first alert forecast.
And we're half an hour away from the big reveal of the new coffee shop in Spokane's Northeast Community Center. See how it's helping teens build job skills and the exciting new upgrades by the Extreme team to better serve the community. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
It will begin with some breaking news. The Sandpoint community and a local family are mourning the loss of a teenage boy tonight. He was hit by a tree during last night's storm.
Charlie Miller was rushed to Sacred Heart, but he did not survive. Our Hunter Bertram explains what his school district is now doing to help students grapple with the loss.
Here at Lake Pend Oreille High School, a somber atmosphere has settled over campus following the tragic death of 17-year-old Charlie Miller. Miller, a senior here at the school, lost his life after Wednesday's windstorm when a tree fell on him, leaving him in critical condition. He was then rushed to Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane, but despite medical efforts, he did not survive his injuries. His loss has left the school and much of the Lake Pend Oreille School District in mourning, having attended both Kootenai Elementary and Sandpoint Middle School before arriving at Lake Pend Oreille High School. Miller was a familiar face to many across the district. His absence is being deeply felt by friends, teachers, and staff. Grief counselors and a therapy dog have been brought in to provide support to those struggling with the emotional weight of this tragedy, and these services will remain available through the end of the week. Principal Luke Childer said this in a statement Thursday. We encourage parents to reach out to your child and provide a safe space for them to express how they're feeling. As a community comes together, the administration is working to help connect the support to Miller's family. And for those who are wishing to help, you can call Lake Pend Oreille High School, and they expect to release more information on how the community can support the family in the coming days. Reporting from Lake Pend Oreille High School, I'm Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Well, another area that was hit hard by the storms was Boundary County. At one point, the storm leaving more than 16,000 Northern Lights customers without power. Here is a look at the current outage map with a little more than 6,000 customers still without power.
And it wasn't just thunderstorms causing outages yesterday. So were those dust storms that blew through parts of the inland Northwest. If you saw them, you know what we mean. This is a time lapse of that dust storm in downtown Spokane, taken from our sky cam here at 4 News Now. You can see just how much dust was really in the air during that time. Some people telling us it was hard to breathe if you were outside. And even worse on the Palouse. Take a look at this photo taken in Moscow by Larry Phipps. You can see that massive dust cloud approaching the area. And just like many other parts of the inland Northwest, that storm left a good amount of damage in its wake.
Sure did. Cities worked hard to clear roads and walkways after the storm quieted down, but some neighborhoods were hit a lot harder than others. Our Marissa Rios shows us the scars left behind on the Palouse.
This is one of many videos the community captured yesterday of a storm racing through Moscow and Pullman. Vicious is how one man described it. Winds howled through the Palouse yesterday afternoon, giving the community a fair warning of what was to come.
It was rather vicious.
In Moscow, the damage left behind is minimal. Over in Pullman, snapped trees lay in the sidewalks. One car sits on the side of the road smashed, and some neighbors are still picking up broken branches from their yards.
It really came roaring through here. All the trees were... I'm amazed that more of them didn't come down around here, because as you can see, they're quite tall. That one across the street, the entire top came down and blocked the street.
The bottom half of that tree still stands, and the road is now clear thanks to the neighbors rallying together to chop down the top half and clean everything up.
Especially neighbors that I've never even met. But we all got together. I mean, even the little kids were hauling branches to the slush pile for the city to pick up, which they did this morning.
After a few hours of picking up branches from his yard himself, Richard Tafflinger finally cleared his yard.
Oh, I've lived here for decades, and that was the worst storm I've ever experienced here.
In Pullman, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Well, by the end of the work week, we'll be headed back to the 70s.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now, looking ahead to a much calmer forecast.
Yes, in fact, take a look at this live picture over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena and the Spokane County Courthouse. Clear skies, relatively calm conditions, and a much more pleasant Thursday evening compared to this time yesterday. Winds across the region, a little breezy in the afternoon. We had wind gusts in the 20-mile-per-hour range in some locations, but things are becoming much calmer right now. Just a 7-mile-per-hour wind in Spokane, only 3 miles per hour in Pullman, Spokane Valley. 13-mile-per-hour winds, but we're not dealing with the gusts. High temperatures today were more than 20 degrees cooler than our highs yesterday. We hit 88 in Spokane, so this shows you this was a powerful cold front that came through to drop our temperatures so dramatically. We're going to rebound a little bit tomorrow. Let's take it hour by hour. 52 degrees to start the day tomorrow morning. We'll have some clouds moving in overnight, and that is going to keep things a little bit warmer than it would be otherwise. We'll be in the 70s by 1 o'clock with sunny skies. A high tomorrow of 75, actually a little above average, and it gets even warmer for Saturday. I'll be back with your weekend forecast in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Whooping cough cases are on the rise all over the country. The CDC says more than 5 times the number of cases have already been reported now than last year's total cases.
Whitman County is currently under a health alert since 2 Washington State University students were diagnosed with whooping cough, also known as pertussis. Mary Sheridan spoke with a health professional about this uptick in cases and is here in studio to tell us more. Mary?
Thanks, Derek. Those higher case numbers that you mentioned are concerning, and Whitman County health officials believe that there are likely more cases circulating in the area. This is because whooping cough is a highly contagious respiratory illness, and it's not always easy to spot right away.
There's nothing special about what pertussis looks like when you first get it. So that means people are walking around spreading it before they ever know that they have it. So that is why vaccination is essential.
Cindy Roberts Holland is encouraging the public to do all they can to protect themselves against whooping cough. The bacterial infection is running rampant around the U.S., reaching the highest reported case numbers in a decade. Idaho and Washington are no exception. The CDC says that part of this is expected as we return to pre-pandemic case levels. But this significant increase is not going unnoticed by health professionals.
There has been increased vaccine hesitancy for a lot of people, particularly post-pandemic.
Roberts Holland says that many people aren't getting their DTaP or Tdap vaccines updated.
We give it initially at 11, so they'll need their boosters at 21, and that's about that age range in that college population.
She says that people should get their booster shots every 10 years. And while there's not a missed form of this immunization, the nurse practitioner has confidence in her team.
But we can really help get you through a shot, I promise.
Now, unlike the flu, Bordetella pertussis does not mutate each year, but the vaccine does wear off and become less affected. This is why health officials recommend booster shots to stay protected, especially for young children, pregnant women, and the elderly. Reporting in studio, I'm Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Mary, thank you. The lawyers for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students say one of their key experts died. What this could mean for the trial scheduled to start next June, coming up. Plus, the Coeur d'Alene School District is asking voters to approve a replacement levy.
What the money will be spent on if it's approved and how it would impact your taxes, coming up.
Almost 2 years of planning. We've got a lot of people that have come to help us at the Northeast Center. And I got to tell you, you belong here. We belong here, and we're going to show you what we've done here. That's coming up in just a little bit. Thanks for watching 4 News Now at 6.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Save your greed!
Latah Creek Winery invites you to our annual harvest celebration, September 27th through the 29th. Sip our best blends, learn about our vineyards, and snack on Elena's cooking. Come and help us celebrate our 43rd harvest.
Cheers!
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With True Custom Upholstery by Bassett, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a sofa that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. Get 30% off Bassett Custom Upholstery at the Tin Roof for a limited time only.
When a loved one gets sick, it's usually women
who have to leave their jobs to care for them.
Now, I-2124 would take long-term care benefits away from millions of families,
forcing them onto private insurance that charges women 70% more than men,
and denies coverage for people with pre-existing conditions.
So vote no.
Because our loved ones can't afford to lose their long-term care benefits.
And neither can we.
September's Extreme Team is at Northeast Community Center. We're going to be building Gene's Bean. It's going to be a training center for people who want to learn how to be in the restaurant business, how to make coffee, how to deal with customers, and it's going to be great. 4 News Now's Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
This ship is heaven. We're tending to our passengers' dreams. But make no mistake about it, it's your job to keep everyone alive.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Whatever you need to do this fall, AutoNation has your back. Delivering food, an entire team, or a very special delivery. We have an unmatched selection of vehicles at great savings. See us at AutoNation Volkswagen. Now you can take advantage of a new 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan with 0% financing for 60 months or a $2,000 bonus. Visit AutoNation Volkswagen today. What drives you, drives us.
Latah Creek Winery invites you to our annual harvest celebration, September 27th through the 29th. Sip our best blends, learn about our vineyards, and snack on Elena's cooking. Come and help us celebrate our 43rd harvest.
Cheers. Tonight, a shift in the University of Idaho murders case. Bryan Kohberger made his first appearance in a new venue before a new judge.
Today's hearing took place in the Ada County Courthouse, where the new presiding judge, Stephen Hippler, discussed his expectations for the case. Jordan Smith joins us with the big takeaways.
Yeah, well, these status hearings generally don't amount to too much excitement. Today's was just an introduction to the new judge, Stephen Hippler. But the big takeaways from today's court hearing was that Judge Hippler will keep that gag order in place. And he did have some concerns about the previous trial dates, which ran from June 2nd to August 31st. Hippler was concerned that having a trial run through the entirety of the summer would be especially difficult for jurors who have children on summer break.
With school that typically starts in mid to late August, jurors or parents who may have kids going off to school, the timing of that through August. And that's my primary concern about that time frame.
So Hippler presented two options for both parties, suggesting to move the trial up to May of next year or push it back to September. Prosecutor Bill Thompson preferred that earlier start time, but the defense pushed for September. Kohberger's attorney, Ann Taylor, said that they had an expert witness involved in this case who recently passed away, and they needed to get the replacement expert up to speed on this case. And she also mentioned that there's 398 gigabytes worth of discovery, so they're asking for more time to sift through that. Now, Hippler granted an ex parte hearing with the defense. It's basically a one-on-one hearing to learn more about this expert and why the defense needs that extra time. But it did appear that Hippler was not interested in delaying this trial. He told both sides that he does prefer to move things along. He didn't make a decision on a trial date today, but that's certainly something we'll be looking for in the near future. In studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
All right, Jordan, thank you. In Firewatch coverage tonight, crews in Whitman County are working to put out the Long Hollow fire burning near Almota. That's about 45 minutes west of Pullman. As of right now, it's burned about 4.5 square miles. The sheriff's office believes the fire may have been caused by lightning.
It's our last R&R RV camping forecast of the season. Hidden Acres Orchards at Green Bluff. Didn't know you could camp at Green Bluff, but you can at Hidden Acres. It's going to be a beautiful weekend there, and even though the camping forecast has come to an end, you can camp at Hidden Acres 12 months out of the year, and that sounds like fun. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you in part by the Mustard Seed. We're not brother and sister.
We're not husband and wife.
She's not my daughter.
He's not just arm candy.
Hey.
What we are, we're advocates.
And so if you've been injured, we fight for you.
You deserve more than just a law firm.
You deserve an advocate.
Tomorrow morning on GMA.
Let's give the people what they want.
Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix on GMA.
Sounds good.
Gaga, Joaquin, and GMA.
I didn't want it to end.
Tomorrow morning on Good Morning America.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
Absolutely.
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Whatever you need to do this fall, AutoNation has your back. Delivering food, an entire team, or a very special delivery. We have an unmatched selection of vehicles at great savings.
See us at AutoNation Toyota and get 1.99% financing on a new Toyota Tundra or a Tundra 1794 edition up to $5,500 off. Visit AutoNation Toyota today. What drives you drives us.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Donnie, the advocates excel in car, truck, and motorcycle cases, resulting in millions of dollars for our clients.
That makes me sad.
Sad? Why sad?
Just thinking about the ones that don't bring their cases to us.
Oh, that is sad.
All right, we are less than 15 minutes away now from the big reveal of the latest Extreme Team project at Spokane's Northeast Community Center. All week, Mark Peterson and the team have been hard at work building a new coffee kiosk. It's meant to help teach essential job skills to teens considered to be at risk.
And that's not all that they've been working on. The Extreme Team has also renovated several rooms, including the first point of contact for many who walk into that center. Let's send it over now to Mark Peterson to check out all the changes they've made to the Information Center. We did say coffee, and I was wondering, where's the coffee mug?
This is the first pot of coffee made here, and I made it because I'm not going without coffee. So there you go. All right. That is a perfect way to put it. This is first point of contact. I love that. They call it the fishbowl, and this is where all these windows, all three open up. Sometimes 3 employees are dealing with 3 different people on what they need and where they're going. Kapal Stoneworks came in and helped us with a room we're going to show you in about 20 minutes. And I looked at this and I said, I want to do something in here. And he goes, new granite. All over the place. We'll come in, we'll template it, we'll do it. So all of these are all new working surfaces for the employees that work so hard and diligently with various problems, questions, answers. There's over 700 people a day that come through here, and that's on a light day. And of course, we've added some new surfaces, and they are all to make it more efficient. All right, so they're going to completely rework how they do things here. The Extreme Team gives them that breath. Emily Peterson joins me now. She is the project manager with Boughton. We met 8 months ago, 9 months ago.
Yeah, about that.
We talked about what was going on in the Extreme Team, and you were wondering.
Yeah, I was more than curious about the project, and I definitely knew Boughton wanted to contribute in some way. We were more than happy to see what we could do for you guys.
So you did a 2.5-month project in 3 weeks. Your crew did amazing. What do you think?
Yes. No, we did. I am so happy. All of our trade partners that contributed, everyone just did an amazing job. Our superintendent, he was extremely nervous about the schedule.
Was it what you expected, though, or you didn't know what to expect?
I'll be honest, I did not know what to expect going into this, but, had all faith in our crew and all of our trade partners. Know the Extreme Team always does a great job and somehow pulls it off.
Yesterday, it was like, are we going to get done? I said, of course we're going to get done. It's the Extreme Team. Emily, thank you for all your help. All right, coming up, the big reveal. We're going to show you the major reason we were here. All this has just been added to the project.
Of course, Mark has the first cup of coffee.
Wow.
Had to, of course.
Oh, yes. I share an office and a coffee pot with Mark, and I will tell you, I've never known anyone who drinks as much coffee as Mark. That's how he is able to do these extreme projects.
Exactly.
He has to be extremely caffeinated. Let's take a look at current conditions right now because it is a beautiful Thursday evening. We're getting awfully close to sunset time. It's 66 degrees in Spokane. Crystal clear skies. Winds have died down. It's 64 right now in Coeur d'Alene. Just a beautiful view there over the Veterans Memorial Bridge on I-90. 4 things to know about your weather. Warm and sunny on Friday. We're going to be back up in the 70s after a day in the 60s. Then we're headed into the 80s just for one day on Saturday before we cool down back into the 60s on Sunday. It is a roller coaster, our high temperature trend. Wish I could add yesterday's 88 onto this map and then down into the 60s today. Then we're back up into the 70s. But then we're just going to hang out around average for the rest of the forecast, but we're going to keep our weather fairly consistent in terms of sunshine right on through the 7-day outlook. I've been focusing a lot on overnight lows lately because I have heard from you gardeners. You are watching those lows carefully as we get closer to the end of the growing season. We're in good shape tonight. That's the close view of the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, 40s and 50s. A little bit of a broader view. 39 in Colville, the cold spot on the map, so you can relax for the next couple of nights. But we do have some colder nights coming in the 7-day forecast. Here is our temperature trend. The white line is our average high. A little bit of a dip Saturday, back up Sunday, and then we're in the 30s and low 40s. These are Spokane airport temperatures. Take these numbers into some of the outlying areas, Blanchard, Deer Park, and we're going to have to start talking about more frost and freeze issues. Friday's highs around the region, 70s throughout the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, ranging from 71 in Spirit Lake to 77 in 9 Mile, Meade, and downtown Spokane. Wonderful start to the weekend around the region. You'll find highs in the 70s, 84 in Lewiston, one spot in the 80s, and then we'll see many more 80s on the map on Saturday. 83 in Spokane, partly cloudy skies, and then we cool back down into the 60s. Sunshine, no sign of precipitation in the 7-day forecast. Eric.
All right, Chris, thank you. In Coeur d'Alene, there is a levy on the ballot to renew funding for the school district. How much of that money goes towards paying teachers? Coming up on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Funny Girl is the theatrical event of the season, featuring celebrated songs like Don't Rain on My Parade and People. Entertainment Weekly raves Funny Girl is a love letter to the big old-fashioned Broadway musical. The Providence Journal proclaims this production is quite simply dazzling, an entertainment experience like no other. Don't miss Funny Girl. Playing First Interstate Center for the Arts October 1st through the 6th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
For those ready to answer adventure's highest calling, we've built our most capable Subaru yet. Sure-footed symmetrical all-wheel drive, 9.5 inches of ground clearance, plus 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2025 Subaru Outback Wilderness. Adventure elevated. Drive a new 2025 Subaru Outback with 2.9% financing for 72 months at AutoNation Subaru.
A huge part of many people's lives is debt, and it's just not something a lot of people like to talk about. A couple years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. During the healing process, I really accrued a lot more debt, and I knew I needed to find a solution. I went into BCU full of nerves and full of fear, and they helped me immensely. I realized the personal loan was the right option for me. These days, I am healthy, I have all my finances under control, and I'm a lot less stressed.
What's all this?
You said it was a recovery day. I got my yoga mat, foam roller, electrolytes, and protein bars. The whole setup.
Refrigerant recovery, Ben.
We're recovering the refrigerant to fix the heat pump.
Oh, right. I knew that. Want a protein bar?
Get a free heat pump with every furnace purchase at Bill's Heating and AC while supplies last. Call now.
Electrolyte?
Ben, take the robe off.
How do you keep performing at a high level when you're a man over 40? By taking Manpower. Manpower helps your body produce and conserve your own natural testosterone for a healthy sex life and positive mental attitude. Experience a vibrant, active life again with the energy and drive of a younger you. Manpower is available at any Mother's Cupboard location, Lincoln Heights, North Point Plaza, or University Road in the Valley.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
It's a new season of Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
In our For the People coverage tonight, a levy in Coeur d'Alene that provides $25 million a year in funds for the school district is expiring in June. Voters will see a replacement levy on their November ballot.
Our Alexandra Cohen-Yarts breaks down what this money goes towards and what it would mean for schools if the levy fails.
At the end of the ballot for voters here in Coeur d'Alene, they will have the opportunity to decide on a replacement levy. The district tells me that the funds this levy provides are essential for the success of students here in Coeur d'Alene.
The levy will cost you $93 per $100,000 in taxable property value. It helps fund 25% of the operations in the Coeur d'Alene School District.
We see people coming from outside of our district wanting to be students in Coeur d'Alene Public Schools because of the variety that we offer. Our levy allows us to do that.
As for what the replacement levy funds, 38.6% goes towards teachers and support staff jobs, 24.4% goes to additional student classes, and 8.2% goes to student athletics and extracurricular activities.
Through the levy over the past several years, we've been able to have more than the state allows us to say in terms of numbers of teachers. We pay our teachers better than the salary schedule of our state of Idaho.
Should this levy fail, it would mean over 100 teachers would lose their jobs, extracurricular activities would have to be cut, and there would be no nursing staff at schools.
We've built over the last 38 years that our levy has been here a very comprehensive way of supporting students from kindergarten all the way through college.
You might be wondering why this levy is on your ballot so early. This is because 2 of the previous dates used for election ballots in Idaho have been cut. Deputy Superintendent Dr. Mike Nelson says being on a more crowded ballot might bring a bit of a challenge.
But at the same time, we can still tell our story to the best of our ability, and our students and our staff recognize the quality that we have here.
The district says the Board of Trustees decided to keep the levy amount the same after analysis of their budget. Reporting in Coeur d'Alene, Alexander Cohen-Yarts, 4 News Now.
All right, to see how this levy would impact your taxes, you can take out your phone right now and scan this QR code using your phone's camera. It will take you to KXLY.com where you can find a link to the school district's tax calculator. And if you missed the code to find that link, you can also find it on KXLY.com. All right, we have much more coming up tonight at 6:30.
Including how to spot a call from a scammer pretending to be from the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office.
All right, here's the deal. Dave Richardson and I helped design this logo. It's Coffee to Career. And yes, everything is spelled correctly. We're going to show you everything that we've been working on and what is going to help those 16 to 24 decide whether they want this career or whether they want to do something else. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bigger, brighter, and better than ever. Check in on the new Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. We've just completed a major expansion, adding more amenities to elevate your guest experience to new heights.
So, what are you waiting for?
Visit AutoNation Acura Spokane Valley for attractive offers on a new vehicle.
Kerner Furniture is celebrating our 45th anniversary.
And in those 45 years, we've gained a lot of wisdom.
Like always follow your dreams.
If you're gonna play games, know the rules. Go fish.
There really is no place like home.
During Kerner Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, it would be wise to shop our great sale prices on quality furniture.
Love Lazy Boy? we always guarantee the lowest prices.
Check out our newly remodeled showroom and shop our great selection during Kerner Furniture's 45th anniversary sale.
I want you to know where I stand on abortion.
Where Dave Reichert stands is clear. He spent over a decade working to take away abortion rights. In Congress, Reichert repeatedly voted for a national abortion ban and against exceptions, and time after time voted to defund Planned Parenthood. Now, Reichert says as governor, he'll work toward unraveling protections for abortion access here. Reichert is really wrong for Washington.
Elevate your game day at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. The area's largest sportsbook is your VIP seat on the 50-yard line with massive HD screens and live betting. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
4 News Now and ABC World News Tonight.
Delivering reliable information in uncertain times.
Facing what divides us.
Celebrating what unites us.
What matters to you is our first priority.
That is our legacy of trust.
And our commitment to truth.
Now, more than ever, knowing where to turn for news is crucial.
Turn to ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And 4 News Now with Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Here we go. It is time to finally reveal the latest Extreme Team project. For the past few days, Mark Peterson and the whole team have been upgrading the lobby in Spokane's Northeast Community Center.
The plan has been in the works for years, actually, going as far back as 2011. Let's go live to Mark Peterson now. And Mark, we are all excited to see this big reveal.
What turned out as scribbles on paper as a forethought of what should be done has now been done. All right, here's the before video. This is what it looked like a couple weeks ago. Want to let you know that it was the lobby. There was not much going on. 20 years ago, it was a little bit of a library. And, of course, we had a couple computer stations and a desk where it was free stuff. All right, now, join me live as I show you what we've done with, again, this is a beautiful wall, all custom built, Windsor plywood up on Lyons. Cut everything for us, helped us with that. Again, Kapal Stoneworks for the new bench. This is a stand-up or sit-down area where they can have a conversation, have a cup of coffee, and then Merrimack Metals, custom cut, and Stu Lee put in the beautiful wainscot that's all metal, combining, again, the wood, the rock, and the metal. I don't know. I just loved it. All right, so we come into the new computer station, new paint from Rada Paint, and now we have the TV, video only, and then, again, Noise Frog, put it up, and it's beautiful. That'll be used for a couple of different things. They can put schedules on it. They can use it for training videos, but it's multiple use. Now, here's what you've come to see. All right, so we got our boys from Boughton. Building community, that's true. Guys, would you please lower that down? All right, this is the new coffee area that we've been working on. SOK Architects started helping us. Come in here, Dave. Come over here. Started on this project, a couple of years ago on the thought of what it would be. And you can go around and take a look. We've got, again, the machine in which, the espresso machine. We've got the grinder, and Daba Coffee was helped in the beginning of the stages, too. SOK came in, drew this up. How much input did you have, or how did that work?
I will tell you what I've learned is that the best way to get good stuff is to stay out of the way and listen to experts.
Okay. And he's looking at SOK, Boughton Construction, all the people that came together to make this happen. You got a grant to make this happen. Gene Farmer was the one who had this on a piece of paper and said, coffee? ? And now it's come to this. That's why it's called Gene's Beans.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Gene, and tell me about the last couple of years.
Absolutely. So Gene was the executive director here for 28 years, and she was looking for ways to improve employability of residents. And so this job training program kept coming back. She retired 2016. We picked up that. We had Gonzaga School of Business work things out for us. My good friend Mark signed on, Boughton signed on, SOK signed on, and here it is reality. We're going to be starting our first job training program for youth 16 to 24, teaching them soft skills of employment.
Okay, and it's a choice of they can learn this and become baristas. I mean, as you look at this, is all. It's all upscale, it's all professional. Department of Health, all of this is going to be done in order not only to serve them and train them and see if this is what they want, but they can work in grocery stores, restaurants. It will open up a lot of doors for them, but also it's going to be a service to how many people a day come through? I heard 700?
Yeah, we've got over 700 clients. We have 106 employees that are here that definitely need caffeine.
Okay.
So not as much as you and me right now.
That's so true. All right, so once again, let's back out of this and just give me a nice slow shot as we look around. Oh, talk about the wall. Bring it back. This is beautiful. Shamrock Machine came up with that young man, the silhouette, throwing up the stars. What will these stars represent?
So this is part of our donor wall. It gives us a chance to recognize those that have had impact on the work that we do, and those that have come before us. And so there's a star in honor of Carrie Wilches, who was our development director here, worked with a lot of years. And sometimes you got to slow down long enough to say thank you, and that's exactly what this is going to allow us to do.
Right, so you're the executive director. You've been here for a number of years. It's been 108. Your staff has been unbelievable. I want to thank you for them. They've been great through this whole process. Are they going to be able to reorganize and get what they need done out of the fishbowl?
I think they're going to do okay, Mark.
Oh, jeez.
We're probably going to be all right with that.
What is this?
But you know what, Mark? You have done so many things in this community. It's not just a coffee shop. It's not just a baseball field. It's not just a motorized cart or a ramp for a veteran. I mean, you are the heart and soul of what we have going on, and so we have a little just appreciation for you, for your dedicated service with the Extreme Team, KXLY. The Northeast Community Center recognizes all of your work.
Thank you very much. All right, so I walk away with something for my wall. I walk away with something in my heart. Thank you very much. We're going to have, again, more Extreme Team, of course, but I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart who helped, who I didn't get to mention. Guys, I'm going to throw it back to you, but I got to tell you, this project turned out beautifully.
It sure did. And that Jeans Beans looks amazing.
It does.
Yeah, like a real professional coffee
We're ready.
shop.
Yeah, we want to try it out. And Mark, so deserved after all of that hard work.
Well, after a cooler day, we're heating back up as we head into the weekend.
Chris Crocker's here with your First Alert forecast.
That is right. First, let's take a look at this beautiful view of downtown Spokane. Sunset tonight at 6:38. Excuse me, I got a little choked up during Mark's presentation. 6:38, just in 2 minutes from now, with those clear skies and temperatures today only in the 60s for highs. You might be worried about overnight lows, but we have a few clouds drifting through as a system passes by to our north, so we'll stay a little bit warmer than we would otherwise. Overnight lows will be dropping down in the 50s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, some 40s on the map too. Colville, the cool spot at 39, and then highs tomorrow, we're back up in the mid-70s, a little bit above average, 84 degrees in Lewiston. Here is your Friday planner. Blue skies, sunshine, winds generally less than 10 miles per hour, just a gentle breeze. That high of 75 compares to an average high of 69, and it gets even warmer for the weekend. I'll have that forecast in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, you may have seen this alert on your phone about the dust storm that moved through Spokane yesterday afternoon. They may not happen often, but almost every year we'll see one somewhere in the inland Northwest.
So what are the dangers of dust storms, and what safety precautions should we all be taking the next time one happens? Meteorologist Matt Gray is here to help us understand these severe weather events.
Yeah, it's certainly got a lot of people's attention. Well, the pictures look like something that you would have watched in a movie theater that we've seen and you could see up on KXLY.com. But how dangerous is that wall of dirt and dust? Well, I'll tell you what, it's all about your safety on the road. A dust storm warning is issued by the National Weather Service when visibility drops to a quarter mile or less. In many cases, it's a lot less. Now, this is the same standard as if we had a dense fog advisory or a snow squall warning. Now, you would slow down on the road for those, all three primarily because of the danger you can put yourself in out on the road. Now, assuming you have that quarter mile visibility, at highway speeds, it's going to take up to 10 seconds to come to a complete stop, but you can only see about 15 seconds ahead of you. There just is not that much time to react if you don't immediately recognize something is wrong up ahead. Now, luckily, dust storms don't produce this kind of dangerous visibility for too long. Spring and fall are when we're prone to seeing these dust storms in the inland Northwest because many of the fields are being worked over for harvesting or planting. And when there is drought and extremely low soil moisture, like you see on your screen right now, that loose dirt is much more likely to be carried away by the wind. When the thunderstorms, like we saw yesterday, moved over those fields, cool air and rain blasts out the bottom of the storm, race ahead of it. They form what we call a gust front, and this is where the bulk of that dust gets carried on the leading edge of those winds. Now, why is that important? It means that while these dust storms produce that dangerous visibility, as many of you saw with your own eyes, they don't last all that long. So there really is no excuse then to not pull over or slow down significantly if a dust storm catches you out on the highway in the future. You're not going to add much more time to your trip if you play it safe. And even if you are not on the road, you don't want to be outside during these storms. The dust lowers air quality as it passes, can sting your eyes. Certainly a few of us had that experience yesterday. And it's not just dust, goodness, we're dealing with. It's the winds as well. We just saw they could topple trees, knock down power lines. There are plenty of reasons to take cover next time we get one of these warnings.
Well, a federal judge has ordered the EPA to strengthen its regulations on fluoride in our drinking water, saying high levels of it could pose a risk to the intellectual development of children. Now, fluoride has been hailed as one of the greatest public health achievements of the last century, helping to strengthen teeth and reduce cavities. But U.S. District Judge Edward Chun ruled this morning that there is mounting research that says higher amounts of this compound could create an unreasonable risk to children. The EPA currently requires water systems to have no more than 4 milligrams of fluoride per liter of water. The Washington State Board of Health recommends 0.7 as an optimal level of fluoride. Judge Chen did not say what the new measures should be.
Well, the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office is warning people about a rise in scam calls impersonating sheriff's deputies. These scam calls claim that you have a warrant out for your arrest and demand you give them personal information or money. Scammers are even able to change their phone number to make it look like they're from the sheriff's office. But the sheriff's office says it will never call you about a warrant or demand money over the phone. If you get one of these calls, do not share your personal information and just hang up.
Some big changes are coming to Eastern Washington University.
Yeah, and impacts all their sports programs.
Yeah, Eastern Washington Athletics is going to have a new look very soon. The makeover the athletic department is getting. Next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here,
from design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
September's Extreme Team is at Northeast Community Center. We're going to be building James Bean. It's going to be a training center for people who want to learn how to be in the restaurant business, how to make coffee, how to deal with customers, and it's going to be great. 4 News Now's Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
This fall, make your home a cozy retreat filled with comfort and style when you shop at Walker's Furniture and Mattress. You'll find your favorite brands in stock at prices you'll love. Plus, take advantage of special 5-year financing at Walker's.
The new Toyotas are rolling in this week at Findlay Downtown Toyota.
And that means great deals on your favorite rides with low financing available now.
This week at Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Mississauga Casino Hotel is open north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Stay with us, relax and rejuvenate while taking advantage of our amazing amenities, including a restaurant and lounge. Our coffee corner is open daily at 5:30 a.m. Mississauga Casino Hotel is the perfect spot to book your next special event. We have a 4,000 square foot event center and an exceptional team ready to help you host your event. We invite you to stay and play. Make your reservations now at Mississauga.com.
This is important information from AARP and BECU. What comes to mind when you hear the phrase long-term care? The reality is that it comes in many forms depending on the situation. Washington State strives to support programs that allow aging adults to live in their own homes where they want to be. Whether it be health and personal care, transportation assistance, or support from our state's long-term care insurance program, there are many resources for our loved ones in addition to their caregivers. Find tools and tips at this website.
I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
All right, welcome back. Major upgrades are coming to the athletics facilities at Eastern Washington University.
Sports Director Julian Minnesone joins us now. Julian, what are some of the changes coming to Cheney?
Well, Athletic Director Tim Collins announced a $13 million plan to upgrade the athletics facilities, specifically to Roos Field. The university has already raised $6 million. The $13 million goal is the capital in hand to start the project, but the total renovations will be twice that amount. A combination of philanthropy and facility-generated revenue will be used to fund the stadium redesign. The university already replaced the floor inside Reese Court this summer. Collins says the goal is to get Eastern Washington's facilities on par with the rest of the Big Sky Conference. The Eagles have their first Big Sky game against number 8 Montana on Saturday.
It is a new season in the same season. Familiar opponents. Some of you haven't played for a while. We haven't got together with Montana for a couple years. So I think there's different components to that. I think it becomes maybe more real.
It's the Eagles' first matchup against Montana since 2022. Kickoff is at 5 o'clock on Saturday from Roos Field. Idaho also opens conference play with a ranked matchup against number 14 UC Davis on the road. Now, being away from home isn't new to the Vandals. 4 of their first 5 games are on the road this season, and they're battle-tested because of it.
It's one of the 2 teams in the conference we have not beaten since I've been here, so that adds a little bit more motivation. But I know they've been drawn well. They got a good team. They're 3-1. Have some great players.
And kickoff is at 7 o'clock on Saturday. There will be no October baseball in Seattle this season. The Mariners have been eliminated from playoff contention. Wins by the Royals and Tigers put those hopes to rest for the M's. They've now missed the postseason in 22 of the last 23 years. This season was a tough pill to swallow. Seattle had a 10-game lead in the division in June, but an underwhelming offense caused the team to spiral. The club made significant moves this summer in hopes to energize the team, such as trading for Randy Arozarena and Justin Turner, and firing manager Scott Service, replacing him with Dan Wilson, but it wasn't enough. The Mariners begin their final series of the season against the Oakland A's tomorrow at home. And Spokane will be the center of the college basketball world to start the season. As we previously reported, Gonzaga will take on Baylor at Spokane Arena in their season opener on November 4th. Now the game is official. It's the first of a 3-game agreement over the next 3 seasons. Future matchup dates and locations will be announced at a later time. It's the 8th meeting between the schools, with the Bears winning the last 2, including the national championship game 3 years ago. Both teams are expected to be ranked in the top 10 when the season begins. And the contest for our high school football game of the week is coming down to the wire. Right now, Pullman and West Valley are in the lead at 46% with more than 600 responses. Now, there's still time to vote. Just scan that QR code on your screen and visit our website, KXLY.com. The contest closes at 10 o'clock tonight, guys.
Thanks, Julian. Well, get your pickleball paddles ready because a new indoor facility in Spokane Valley is open.
It's called Power Pickleball Club. It's located on Sullivan, just 2 blocks south of East Euclid. CEO Jeremy Rosenval says he started the club because he saw a lack of pickleball facilities in the area.
Pickleball is a very social sport, so we have a lot of social stuff, food and drink, lounge and hangout areas, social events, so it's going to be a very hopping place for the community.
Power Pickleball Club has 11 pickleball courts as well as a fitness area and event spaces. Rosenval says pickleball is for people of all ages, and he hopes the facility will help more people come out and play.
How fun. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. A warm, sunny Friday with highs back in the 70s. We'll be in the 80s on Saturday before we cool down again on Sunday. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene. Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
Reach out to Neurostim TMS today and rediscover the light and joy in your life.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
This home is my dream home. My mother's from the South. Her favorite tree was a magnolia tree. I asked the real estate agent, is that a magnolia tree? And she said yes, and it was almost as though my mother was speaking to me saying, yeah, this is the house, you know? BECU made all of this possible. Historically speaking, my ancestors couldn't always buy homes, and that's how you build wealth, right? With this home, I have something to pass along to my family.
We're Ken and Donnie.
We're not brother and sister.
We're not husband and wife.
She's not my daughter.
He's not just arm candy.
Hey.
We're not bulldogs.
And we're not hammers.
What we are, we're advocates.
And so if you've been injured, we fight for you.
The insurance companies know us.
And they know we're ready to go to court.
Our record shows we do what it takes to win.
If you've been seriously injured in a crash,
you deserve more than just a law firm.
You deserve an advocate. Arm candy.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Just want to start off with an update on historic Hurricane Helene, which is only about an hour from making landfall as a Category 4 storm. It is a major hurricane, an enormous storm, already causing problems with flooding, life-threatening storm surge, and it is making its way toward landfall in the Big Bend area of Florida here in the next hour. High today in Spokane, 67 degrees, 69 is our average high, down from 88 yesterday. We're going to be back up to 75 Friday, up to 83 on Saturday, and then diving back down into the 60s. It is a wild temperature swing, but we are not going to have the kind of wild weather to go along with those temperature swings. Expect sunshine and fairly calm conditions. Temperatures October 4th through the 10th. We have a very striped pattern here, but definitely leaning toward above average temperatures for that first week and a half of October. Precipitation is a little bit more of a wild card. We're sandwiched between the above average precipitation on the west coast and drier conditions to the east. We get so little rainfall in October anyway that any deviation one way or another will not amount to much. There's no precipitation in the 7-day forecast, at least down in the valleys. The potential for some mountain showers here and there, and we do have some cold nights ahead. We're going to be keeping very close tabs on those in terms of frost advisories and warnings. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Latah Creek Winery invites you to our annual harvest celebration, September 27th through the 29th. Sip our best blends, learn about our vineyards, and snack on Elena's cooking. Come and help us celebrate our 43rd harvest.
Cheers. Mother's Cupboard, we are your hometown nutrition store in business for 47 years. Why? Because we sell only the highest quality nutritional supplements at the lowest prices. And we have the most knowledgeable staff to answer all your questions. Come into any of our Mother's Cupboard stores, Lincoln Heights next to Trader Joe's, North Point Plaza next to Total Wine, or University Road in the Valley.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
Spokane Home Builders Association and Fred's Appliance are proud to present the 20th annual Fall Festival of Homes, featuring 16 gorgeous homes from 11 of Spokane's finest builders, like Grit and Timber and Lennar. Whether buying, looking for remodeling ideas, or decorating inspirations, find it at the Fall Festival of Homes. Visit fallfestivalofhomes.com for all the details.
For those ready to answer adventure's highest calling, we've built our most capable Subaru yet. Sure-footed symmetrical all-wheel drive, 9.5 inches of ground clearance, plus 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2025 Subaru Outback Wilderness. Adventure elevated. Drive a new 2025 Subaru Outback with 2.9% financing for 72 months at AutoNation Subaru.
4 News Now and ABC World News Tonight.
Delivering reliable information in uncertain times.
Knowing where to turn for news is crucial. Turn to ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And 4 News Now with Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor.
Latah Creek Winery invites you to our annual harvest celebration, September 27th through the 29th. Sip our best blends, learn about our vineyards, and snack on Elena's cooking. Come and help us celebrate our 43rd harvest.
Cheers. Next ET, only we're with Shaq for his Times Square takeover.
We're gonna have a great night.
Plus,
this is Sierra, and this is my ET retrospective.
The Mama of Four's big level up moment next.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
September's Extreme Team is at Northeast Community Center. We're going to be building James Bean. It's going to be a training center for people who want to learn how to be in the restaurant business, how to make coffee, how to deal with customers, and it's going to be great. 4 News Now's Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Welcome back. We want to send it back out one more time to Mark Peterson, who is at the brand new Jeans Beans Coffee Shop at Spokane's Northeast Community Center.
And Mark, how's everybody enjoying it so far?
I think they're enjoying it. They're drinking my coffee, and it's really, really dark, and it's really strong. So they'll be up half the night. They'll thank me later. All right, the Old European donated the Apaca machine, the espresso machine. I'm going to do the ceremonial first shots. We've loaded up some... It's the first shots. We'll just call it that. Yeah, it'll look so much better when someone does it properly. So anyway, those are the ceremonial first shots. Come down and have one. All right, Terrence joining us now. Terrence, your kids are going to be the ones coming here between 16 and 24. How does that work?
Oh, it works as far as the kids will show interest in that. They'll work with their career specialists. They'll sign up, and then they'll be down here ready to go to work and excited.
All right, what do you think about this? What do you think about how we did?
I think you did great. I think it represents hope and opportunity for the future. You know, okay. So for Spokane, it's just a great opportunity to see this at Northeast Community Center.
It's going to be great that these kids are going to learn how to interact with people, look them in the eye, ask them what they like, make coffee, get the pastries out. All right, here's everybody. This is, again, the Commons and, of course, the wall, the TV, all of the new stuff. What do you think? How'd we do? I'm going to point out that is a caffeinated clap from the dark, very strong coffee. So, guys, I'm going to throw it back to you. It's been a successful Extreme Team because everybody I called helped out.
That's the way to do it. You could just give everybody coffee and then ask them to give you a round of applause.
I think people have a hard time saying no to Mark, too, right? He's got a pretty good track record of success with these things.
Thanks for joining us. What a fun newscast. We'll see you at 11.